Good morning, sunshine. This is the complete making of the party pond, starting with the excavation of the hole. I asked Tony's guys to make a berm for me back there by the outbuilding so I could access the good topsoil. The GNEISS dirt was used to fill in the big old woodchuck holes and Elfie. In doing that, they created a new area that I call the privet patio. The moon gate with the two pussy willows are still intact, but I had to find a place for this vitex that they pulled up. It now resides at the corner of Fern Gully Pond Place, where I've also planted some equisetum. And so the process continues of packing the dirt back around the outside so that it meets code, you know. All the while, I had the Browning field camera out there, and I actually caught me and the county code officer, you know. On a couple of occasions, one of those pesky squirrels launched itself from the pergola, landing into the pool, and I put the GoPro on my forehead to catch this one.
Let's see you get your ass out of here. Go. There you go. All right, that was a little excitement in my new pool.
One day, Tony's guys came out and set up the form before the cement mixer. Doug and his crew got started at 6 a.m. It was still dark. I took each of these GoPro clips and multiplied them by 64. I got Doug's guys to pour the extra concrete out on the privet patio. And in the meantime, my little Carolina wren decided to make a nest in the excavator. Next, we have Phil and Son, the electrician. He did most of the work while I had the GoPro over in the corner, thinking I was going to get a lot of back and forth stuff. He asked me to take about 20 pounds off him. So I missed most of the work that he did, and I put the GoPro a little bit closer so you could see more of what was going on. So this is the last 13 minutes, speeded up times 64. We were out of town when the crew put in the vinyl liner. Missed that completely. May 6, 7, and 8, we used our own hose and had to turn it off every hour or so for 30 minutes. And we might have accumulated 4,000 gallons at the end of 3 days before Tony procured Larry, the H2O guy. I had to dig a trench. What it looks like here. Alright, here we are this morning, May the 8th. We've barely gotten out of the deep end, but I should go paddling around tonight. We had 3 days of vinyl liner vacuum pumping noise. And then Tony and his crew showed up And he said this won't do, and he made a phone call to Larry, the waterman. So we didn't have to listen to that noisy vacuum anymore. Larry went from the closest fire hydrant with his meter to the second closest hydrant because of a bad infestation of big ants. Reminded me of the scene in Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull with all those ants with Kate Blanchett.
Now I got the battery juice I need.
I mustered up the courage to put the GoPro on my head.
That's hilarious. All right, see ya. Bye. That was Tammy.
68 degrees.
She wanted to know if you were in the pool yet. So it's, you got the pump on?
Mm-hmm.
Is it, should we put any chemicals in it?
He's going to do that tomorrow. The only part that I missed is getting the liner in.
Wait a minute, I want a picture. The first swim.
I'm not sure I'm going to swim.
Oh, well, let me get the first dive.
Dip.
Video, I'm on video. Let me stand back.
Because it's cold. Ah! Ah! I don't know if I can do it. Ooh, ooh. God, it's cold. Probably. I have a pool. But it's time to get out.
I did this time lapse after we applied 9 bags of salt. On May 12th, Tony came back and gave us an education on how to run all the equipment, who to go to for all the chemicals. We paid him for the project, and we were all very happy. This was the beginning of a very beautiful relationship. I recorded Tony talking in video so I could understand everything and sped it up times 32. Needless to say, I had the Browning field camera set up right off the pergola and captured some shots of us in action. Newsom took the water sample bottle to Chastain's and made an A+ first try. On May 17th, we had our first party pond guests. We all agree it's a dream come true. Today is May 21st when I'm making this, and I am following my friends on Facebook. Dawn, Norlydia, Lindsay, Mickey's girls, Sherry, and Mark, and Michael, and Marnie, who's a grandma with a pool. I can't tell y'all how thankful I am for my community and my husband for enabling this dream to come true. Together, we have conquered what seems to have been an emotional mountain, wrought with impasses and stumbling stones, and many decisions, both financial and intellectual. Newsom and I took on this project together, and together we have created the party pond. Hehehe. Gus is the frog who keeps the corner, thanks to Carol Smith. The water sample bottle is decorated with Mother Earth. The transformation of my big backyard will be phenomenal. You see, all my earth got moved around for this big body of water. And because of this new aquatic feature to my big backyard, I have new and exciting changes to make. Hibiscus, hydrangeas, amaryllis, and definitely new pool floats.